What is up, guys? It is Aero here, and we are back really late today. I believe it's already like 9 o'clock when I'm recording this. It's probably almost 10 or 11 by the time you're seeing it, Eastern time. We were playing Forza 4, doing personal projects. This is the Acura RSX, I believe it's called, or the Honda Integra, however you know it by. This is the Acura in-game model, though. Got a supercharged 4-cylinder Honda VTEC engine. I think it's the holy crap, I can't talk today. I think it's the K20. And yeah, basically I wanted to do another VTEC engine, basically because I enjoy the challenge, but I didn't want to do like a hatchback, and I wanted to do something that kind of looked good. I like how the RSX looks. I'm going to be referring to it as the RSX throughout the video. If you guys only know it as an Integra, that's not my problem. But definitely, I think a good-looking car. I like the kit on this too. I know a lot of people may or may not agree with me on that, but I like how the kit looks on this as well. And I figured, hey, you know, just might as well give it a whirl, see what happens. I've had this in my garage for a very long time, so I'm like, hey, I'll jump in it and see what it's like. So long as you have the speed up, it's not so bad. And I did opt for a holy crap, I can't talk today. I did opt for the supercharger instead of the turbocharger, just to hope I get more torque, but it's only the centrifugal supercharger, so it doesn't really work in that respect. But yeah, there's always going to be a torque problem. As soon as you drop below, like, let me zoom in here. I won't let me zoom in. As soon as you drop below, like, 6,000 or 7,000 RPMs, you've got nothing. Basically, you have to rev the living shit out of this engine to get anything out of it, which is cool, you know, for high-speed tracks. You don't really notice. I remember I used this on Catalunya School, too, and so long as you kept... you worked the transmission and you kept the gear, you kept changing gears often, you didn't really have a problem, especially if you run clutch. If you run clutch, this car is a whole lot easier to handle. But for a track like Sedona, where it's either you're revving the nuts off of it in third or bogging in fourth gear, I think either I needed some gear work or this thing needs a normal engine. The chassis, I'm going to just put the engine out of the way for a minute. The chassis itself is good. Like, it's a really fun car to drive. It just so happens that the engine kills everything. Like, the car handles well. It's capable at high speeds. The only reason I spun it there is because I was being stupid and didn't let off the gas at all. You know, it's capable at high speeds. It transitions well. It holds good angle. It doesn't get upset by bumps that much. I caught air there a little bit, and just, you know, it's fine. And it is a good chassis, and a good chassis setup, in my opinion, at least. However, it just doesn't, the engine just kills it. You know, especially here, like, you can hear it as soon as, if you switch to fourth out of third, and you don't hear it at the top of the rev range, just give up. Don't even bother. Like, it's so hard to get it back up to that top of that rev range, no matter how much you clutch kick or whatever. And really, that's the only super big complaint I have with this car. You know, I'm not running that much horsepower, but it's not like I need it. I think I got like 430 or something in this. Because the more power you tend to have with VTECs, the worse the whole VTEC kicked-in-yo thing is. So I tried to keep the power as low as I could while still, you know, having a good power range. And this car is basically all throttle too. There's no, like, very little throttle control required. You just basically bin it as soon as you come out of the apex of the corner. The only reason you even throttle control is going into the corner, just to keep your revs up. And even that's almost not necessary. But yeah, sometimes you get lucky, like right there, the revs came up and gave me power, and I pushed through the corner. But right here, I tried and just clutch kicking the shit out of it, and nothing. I had to switch back down to third. By the time I did that, it was way too late. This is definitely, you know, not a car I'd recommend for people who don't use clutch. If you don't use clutch, don't bother. You know, unless you just really want to challenge yourself or really want to get frustrated. I wouldn't recommend any Honda for that matter. You know, if you want to go ahead and try it, but I wouldn't advise it. And B, if you're starting out, try to stay away from Hondas altogether. I know some people are like, yeah, I used like an old Integra or Civic, whatever, and they seem to have good results. So, you know, do what you want at the end of the day. But I don't think this is a car for. I think it's a car for people like me who've been drifting for a while, who want some sort of challenge in a lobby. because the other players really are not. Like, I was in an R3ZR1. Look how far back they are. I spawned 3 times too, like just a mile ahead of them. And I just drove ahead. I mean, like, you guys want to drive super overpowered cars, that's fine, but you shouldn't be. I shouldn't be running away from you. So that's just that, and I was in a hurry. But thank you guys very much for watching. If you have any suggestions for next week, please leave them in the description. I'll see you later.